Let me wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom. I hope everybody's keeping warm. And the best way to welcome this beautiful day of Shabbat is on page 1 with the Shalom Aleichem. Everybody go to page 1 and we say Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharet, Malachi Elyon, Yababam Baimi, Melech Malachi Hamla, Hakadosh Baruch. Boachem leshalom, Malachi hashalom, Malachi elyon. Mi melech Malachi hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Everybody barchuni leshalom, Malachi hashalom, Malachi elyon. Yababam baimi melech Malachi hamla, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. And we finish with Tzedchem leshalom, Malachi hashalom, Malachi elyon. Mi melech Malachi hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. In order to make this an official Shabbat, the first thing we got to do is light the Shabbat candles. And of course, we're still on page 1. We go to the middle of it, and I want everybody help me light the candles by saying ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitchanu b'mitzvotav וציוונו להדליק נר, וציוונו להדליק נר, וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת. And we finish with a Let's continue our service on page 2. Let's go to the very top, and where it says, and on top of it, it says Lechu Neranena, Psalm 95. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena al Adonai, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena al Adonai. Nadia letzu yishenu, nekatma panav v'todam. Nadia letzu yishenu, bismirot naria lovre. Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena al Adonai. Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena al Adonai. Let's continue on page 4, and together we're going to read in the middle of page 4 where it says Psalm 98. Together we read in English where it says, sing a new song to God, for the wondrous thing he has done. Deliverance from the God's right hand, his outstretched arm. God has announced divine deliverance, revealed righteous before the eyes of nations. God remembers faithfulness and love to Israel. The very ends of the earth have seen God's deliverance. Give a shout to God, all the earth. Break into joyous song and sing praise. Sing praise to God with the harp and voice of song. With trumpets and shofar sound before the sovereign Adonai. And we go to the and let's go to the bottom of page 6. And together we're going to do the Halodi, where we are going to welcome the beautiful Shabbat bride that's going to come through those doors. And of course, I want everybody saying with me the beginning. We go Yam diririm dirile Halodi, Yam diririm dirili krakala, Yam diririm diribene Shabbat dekabela, Yam diririm dirile Halodi, Yam diririm dirili krakala. Yam diririm diribene Shabbat devarse lecha dodi lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat dekavela shamor bezachor bediburecha hadish miyadu el hamyuchad Adonai echad shemo Everybody say Lecha Dodi Lecha Dodi Lihikrat Kala Penei Shabbat Penei Shabbat Nekabela Top of page 7 Lihikrat Shabbat Lechuben Aki Mekora Beracha Merosh Mikeden Azor Maase Mechashabat Echitila Lecha Dodi Lecha Dodi Lihikrat Kala Penei Shabbat Penei Shabbat Kabela Mikdash Melech Yemelucha Umitzim Mitoch HaPecha Rav Lach Shevet Amacha Behu Yachamo Alayich Hemla Lecha Dodi Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Penei Shabbat Penei Shabbat Nekabela Itoreri Ki Uri Shireda Rikebot Adonai Alayich Hemla Lecha Dodi Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Penei Shabbat Penei Shabbat Nekabela. And we go to the very bottom of page 7. Yaminus moti vrotzi Mihet Adonai taritzi Ayad ish ben parsi Emish becha enahagila Lecha Dodi Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Penei Shabbat Penei Shabbat Nekabela. We open up the back door so we can let the beautiful Shabbat bride to come in. And we're going to say, Boi Beshalom, come in peace. Come in, because we don't want any trouble. We want the bride to come in peace. So let's go to the top of page 8. And we face the door and we say, בואי בשלום עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה ובצחלה, תוך אמוני ים זה גוליים. What do? We bow down to the Bible. בואי כלה, בואי כלה, לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. We finish with day. ים דירדים דירי לך דודי, ים דירדים לקראת כלה, ים דירדים דירי פני שבת נקבלה. ים דירדים דירי לך דודי, ים דירדים דירי לקראת כלה, ים דירדים דירי פני שבת נקבלה. Did everybody see the beautiful Shabbat bride come in? Yes, the room got a little brighter. That is true. So we are going to go to the middle of page 9 because we're going to call for worship. Everybody's going to help me out, and we're going to go to the middle of page 9. And together we say yam da dam da 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 ya da 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 da. Hey. ברכו את אדוני המבורך. And everybody bow down and say Baruch Adonai המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד. המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד. And let's go to page 10, where we acknowledge that God is one. I want everybody to sing with me the Shema, where it says Shema Israel. And together we go Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. And let's read together. Let's read together at the bottom of page 10 where it says, you shall love the Lord your God. Let's read that in English, nice and loud. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you this day shall be in your heart. Go to the top of page 11 and we continue in English. Repeat them to your children and speak of them when you're at home and when you travel, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your arm, and they shall be a reminder before your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates. And of course, God commanded us to have the children of Israel put fringes in the corners of their garments, so that they will remember how to do all the mitzvot, to obey all the laws. And of course, God said to that, and of course we started reading the laws and everything. How many laws do we have? We have 613 laws. 613, that's a lot. We don't need to do them all in one day. We have a whole lifetime to do it. So you have plenty of time to obey all the laws that we have to do. And let's go to the middle of page 12, and together we say, the Lord your God is true. Together we say, Adonai Elohechem Emet. And let's go to the top of page 13, where we acknowledge the fact that God does miracles for us. Every day is a miracle. Every moment is a miracle. Actually, the fact that I am doing this for you all this time is a real miracle. The first time we observed the miracle was when we were running from the Egyptians, and we were running away from them, and they were coming behind us to take us back to Egypt to become slaves. And then, of course, in front of us was the sea. The Egyptians behind us, the sea in front of us, and we looked at Moses and we said, Moshe, you brought us to the desert to die. And Moses said, no, you have to have faith that God will get us through this one also. So when they saw the waters receding and they were able to walk in dry land to the other side, everybody said, who is like you among the mighty, O Eternal? Who is like you, glorious in holiness, awesome, doing miracles? And they sang the beautiful song at the top of page 13. And of course, anybody that knows that, sing it with me. And we say, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi kamocha nedava kodeh, Nora tehilot osef ele, Malchutecha rahu bonecha, Bokei hayam lifnei Moshe, Ze Eli anu ve'amru. And everybody say, Adonai gimlo leolam va'et, ve'ne'emar kifat Adonai et Yaakov, uga'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch ata Adonai ga'al Yisrael. Let's go to the middle of page 13 and let's read together in English. This is a prayer I say every night before I go to sleep. Together, let's read in English where it says, let us God lie down in peace. Together, let us God lie down in peace and rise us up to life, our sovereign. Spread over us your shelter of peace and guide us by your good counsel. Shield us against our foes, disease, sword, hunger, and sorrow. And remove the forces of evil which abound on every side. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are a protecting and saving God, for you are a gracious and compassionate sovereign. God our going and our coming, for life and for peace, for now and forever. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Blessed are you, God, who spreads your shelter of peace over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. And let's go to the top of page 14, where we talk about the fact that God created everything. Created the heavens, created the earth, light, darkness, waters in the top, waters in the bottom. And of course, everybody knows that beautiful song, top of page 14. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לחזור את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לחזור את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. And let's go to the middle of page 14 for the Chassid Kaddish. And those who know the middle of it, just sing it with me. Because we say, Yitkadash, Veyitkadash, Sheme Rabbi, everybody say, Amen. Ve'alma dibra chirutei, ve'amlich malchutei, ve'chayechon u'vyomechon, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה ובזמן Zman Kari. Veimeru, everybody say Amen together. Yehesh Mecha B'Meboga Le'olam Le'al Me'ol Maya Yitbarach Yitbarach Veishtabach Vipahar Vitroman Vehitnaseh Vitadar Vitalel Vehitalal Shemer de Kudeshai Barisei Perichu Leila Mikol Birchata Veshirota Tush Bechata Venechemata Damiron Ve'alma. Together we say Vehimeru. Amen. Bottom of page 14 starts the Amidah, which is a silent devotion. I'll let you all read it at your own pace. If you have something special to ask God, you can take this opportunity to ask Him, put your own words, to ask Him for something special. I'm going to give it to you a little time to do it, and then we're going to go to the bottom of page 17. Continue at your own pace, and when you finish, go to the top of page 19, which is the final Kaddish, the Reader's Kaddish. And every time I say Ve'imeru, you're going to answer Amen. Ve'imeru, Amen. יתקדש ויקדש שם רבם, ועלמד יברח חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, וחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי כל בית ישראל, וגלה בזמן קריב, ואימרו ובזה, Amen together. יהי שמי רבם מבורא, לעולם ולעלמי עולמיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח ויפואר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמר לקודשה, פריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירון בעלמה ואימרו, אמן. תתקבל צלוחון וברכון לכל ישראל, קדם אבואון דבשמיא ואימרו, אמן. יהי שלום רב משמיא וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, האם עושה שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, together we say, Amen. And together, let's go to the back page of the book, where we are going to do a Misheberach for those who are getting better, better and better and better. And of course, we are going to do that Misheberach and sing the Misheberach to the tune of Debbie Friedman's Misheberach. So before we do the Misheberach, I'm going to read the names of all those people. They are getting better and better and better, names that we're going to mention. And if you have anybody, think about that person, and we are going to continue with their names, and we're going to do the Misheberach. The names that I have is Alexander Retsky, Sandy Dworkin, Howard Fields, Jane Weiner, Montley Strauss, Ed Burstein, Alan Weiss, Marcia Weiss, Marcia Epner, Shirley Parks, Shirley Wilson, Sharon Aviva Bat-Shoshana, Yitzhak Harold Novin, Uzi Ben Aryeh, Blanche Weinberger, Elda Guzman, Jonathan Rose, Benjamin Statman, Mark Stanley, Joe McIlhaney, Brenda Bliss, Rick Osterberg, Eb Munden, Eleanor Benton, Harav Yitzchak Chaim Ben Chana Malka, Shoshana Yehudit Bat Mazal, Valerie Weinberg, Herb Graff, Bev Graff, Bobby Rosenthal, Meg Perlam, Eliyahu Ben Reuven, that is me, Paula Danovitz, Anu Ferguson, Ruth Malaga, Hannah Hochster, Murray Rice, Mei Huang, Jerome Katzen. And we are going to do the Mishebedach. Everybody go to page 23. And we're going to do together, starting at the top where it says Mishebedach for the healing. Together we say, Mishebedach Avoteinu, Mekor Abracha Lehimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebedach Imotenu, Mekor Abracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Boom. Now, before we continue with the service, I would like to talk a little bit about what the Torah portion is this week. And the best way to put it is the Torah portion is terumah. Terumah is a very important part. This is the Torah that talks about when we were traveling in the desert. Somehow or another, the people of Israel are called upon to contribute 13 materials: gold, silver, and copper, blue, purple, and red dye, wool, flax, goat hair, animal skins, wood, olive oil, spices, and gems. And this is why, because God said we have to build an ark. We have to build an ark where we are going to carry our commandments, where we're going to carry our mitzvot. Today, we do have an ark in every synagogue. In fact, I don't care what part of the world you go to, what place you are. When you walk into a synagogue, the first thing you see in the front of the whole thing coming in is a beautiful ark that has all the Torah inside that ark. And that was an ark that they were carrying throughout the desert in order to keep the holy ark together. And then, of course, the commandment was that certain things. If you go to the synagogues, and you will see the purple, the color purple is there, the color gold is there, the curtains are there, purple or gold, and you know it's just so there that it jumps at you when you walk into a synagogue. And I don't care what part of the world you're going to go in there, you will always find the same ark in the very front with the beautiful letters in Hebrew and the 10 Commandments on the doors and so on and so on and so forth. And that is the parsha that we're going to read this week. And then, of course, we are going to finish up our service, and let's go to the to page 19. And this is where we're going to do the Kiddush for Shabbat, and then we're going to do the Motzi for Shabbat, and then we're going to finish up with our Mourner's Kaddish, which is going to be on page 21. Once the Hamotzi is said, once we finish the Kiddush and we do the Hamotzi, I'm going to read the yard size that we have this week, and we are going to say the Mourner's Kaddish, which is right at the back of page 21. But before we do that, I'm going to do the Aleinu, which is on page 20. And together we say, עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצון, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטש שמיים ועוטה ארץ, ומשה יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו וגנבי מרומי, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד. אמת מלכנו פסולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, ידעת היום בהשבותה אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. אין עוד. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוא לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד, אחד. And for yard signs we have Barbie Kurtz, niece To Al-Creamer, Stephanie Knight, daughter of Shirley Parks, Elizabeth Weiner, mother of Jane Weiner, and we go to the back of the book on page 21, and together we say, יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמא דיברה חילותי וימליך מלכותי. בחי יכון וביום יכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעל מעולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומן ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קדושי וריסי פריחו. לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה. לאמירום ועלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום רב אמין שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו amen. And of course with this one here, I'm going to wish everybody Shabbat Shalom, And then the best way to say it is bim bum, bim 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 bum, bim 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 bim, bum 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 bim bum, I bim 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 bum, bim 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 bim. But together we say Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Bim, bam. Bim 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 bam, bim 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 bim, bam 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 bim, bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bam 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and we'll see you again next week.